This is the Wrestling Conscious channel, putting the analytics in the streets. Is there a pattern emerging in WWE under Triple H leaderships? Some fans have expressed concerns about the booking of black male wrestlers, citing a perceived lack of consistent pushes and opportunities for top-tier wrestling success. Is he racist though? Today we're dive in these controversial topics because apparently Triple H is colorblind. He does not see color. He does not see race. He thinks everything is kumbaya. That's what he thinks. He just thinks everything's just like that. He thinks everything's like a United Colors of Benton's commercial. He's DIing his way around these wrestling corporate streets. Now let's analyze the black male wrestlers under Triple H's watch. And we explore the criticisms, analyze the evidence, and ask the difficult questions. Are these concerns valid? Or are they just wrestlers? Who these black wrestlers so far they're not good enough. They're not good enough to get opportunities. Do not have the charisma. Do not pull in the numbers. It's okay for the bloodline just to act black, but to be a black wrestler, a male wrestler is two different things. But then you're gonna say, but what about Jade? What about Jade? What about what's her name, Bianca? Being a black woman wrestler seems a bit different, hey? But why the black male wrestlers are different and they don't get booked? Well, is there competition? Does Triple H have a history since The Rock? Remember, The Rock is half black. You know, allegedly, The Rock and Triple H don't like each other. You know, the DX back in the day, the Clique, used to be not great to the black wrestlers, allegedly. Does Triple H needs to go to, what do you call it? I was going to say a bias. What do you call it? Unconscious bias training. Does need to go to diversity and equality training to realise the white fragility and think about what wrestling should be, and everyone can be kumbaya. Because apparently, you know, in America, if wrestling is show the zeitgeist and how America culture is and how they treat black men, why should it be so different in the wrestling arena? If WWE and wrestling is an American export, it should reflect the society of America, shouldn't it? How are black men being treated in America? African American men. So let's look at Triple H. Let's look at some examples. Allegedly, Triple H and the Clique back in the day wasn't real nice to The Rock. Pooed or pissed, did stuff to his property, The Rock's property, and also messing with The Rock's grandma with booking and all that kind of stuff. That's allegedly, can't verify that. Look at the feud between Triple H and Booker T. Do you think there's any racist undertones? I remember DX did blackface. You're going to say it's a different time then, but you know, it's still there. The racism doesn't die. Remember Hulk Hogan? You guys forgave him. And he does the same stupidness. Because it's Hulkamania. Once you have a fan base, people will overlook all the racism. Now, remember the Triple H and the Booker T? Or what was said, or what was implied, and the racist undertones? Well, you know, that was early 2000s, but you know, we forget that. Now, look at the Hurt Business. No, it's Vince and stuff like that. And you know how Vince thinks about big black cocks and big black men. If you see the alleged law, if you read through all those papers, those law papers, if you read through those allegation papers, but not just look for an aggregate website what tells you, if you read the texts what allegedly Vince sent about black men, you understand the mentality and the fantasies what these people have about these black men. Allegedly. So don't come for me. But if you read it, you know. If you know, you know. Because I'm a person. I don't just like, oh, what culture says this, or Simon Miller says this, or that person says that. I go and do research. Okay. So I know with my eye what I saw. Okay. Now, look at the Hurt Business. Look at that. Look how the Hurt Business just go to the AEW. Don't care about these wrestlers. Money. Just let them just. Look what Triple H is doing to Street Profits. Look how R-Truth is presented. The minstrel. Now I'm waiting to see the new day. How he does the New Day. And it's interesting. I saw a snippet when Triple H and New Day was at the Connecticut office. And Triple H kind of semi-confirmed, like, yeah, they was going to get fired. If the crowd wasn't behind them organically for New Day, they would have got fired. Or dropped out to the maximum. Look what they're doing to Kamala Hayes. The booking. Look what they're doing to Apollo Crews. Look what they're doing to Apollo Crews, bro. Use him or let him go. It's too heartbreaking what they're doing to Apollo Crews' career. The black male wrestlers are not used well. Show me a black male wrestler on the main roster are booked well. Now you're going to say other people are not booked well. Chad Gable's not booked well. Gunther is not really booked well, to be fair. Yeah, they're all white wrestlers. Got to be balanced. There's white wrestlers not booked well. They're not booked well. But looking at what the evidence and character, I can only go on behaviour. Behaviour is a good predictor of people's future behaviour. Is Triple H got some unconscious bias behind these black wrestlers, and why then he's not promoting them? When they've shown there can be money and shown that the crowd is behind them. You tell me. I'm not here to start a race war. I'm just going off the evidence. Let me know in the comments. Is Triple H not good? Over and out.